Thank you for your interest in getting certified to drive the CCEL vans. The CCEL certification process is very simple. The first thing that you want to make sure you do is attend the driver safety class at the Environmental Health and Safety Office. That information is all online. After you attend that class, and make sure that you keep a copy of the form that they'll give you after you finish it, you'll be downloading the CCEL van use packet as well as watching this video. The information covered in the packet and the video will help you complete the CCEL van certification form, and that'll be the last step of your process to make sure that you have all the information necessary to safely drive the CCEL vans. What I'm going to go over in this video is how to check out the van keys once you have a confirmed van reservation, as well as information about where the vans are parked and how to get in and out of the parking garage. CCEL has 4 minivans. The minivans can fit 6 passengers and 1 driver. Each minivan has a corresponding name and number, and this is all in your van use packet along with a lot more details, so be sure to review that. But the 4 minivans each have a name. We have number 432, which we call the blue mini. We have number 448, which we call the white mini. We have number 459, which is our white Honda. And then we have number 520, which we call our new Mini because it's the newest member of our fleet. So in terms of the van key checkout, there's really 2 ways you can do this, and it really depends on what time of day you're checking out the van key. And that will be specified for you in your van reservation. If you're checking out the key in the CCEL office, you'll come into the CCEL office and wait for a staff member to attend to you. And you will then be given the key to your van, and there are 4 clipboards here corresponding to the different vans that I talked about. So let's say that your van reservation is for the blue minivan. You'll come over to the clipboards, pick out the clipboard that says blue minivan, number 432, which is right here at the clipboard, and then you'll fill out the information that's requested for you from you on the clipboard, such as your name, the organization that you're with, your cell phone number, what time and day it is that you're checking out the van, and when your estimated time and return is. You'll then have a CCEL staff member witness that, and then your key will be checked out. In terms of the van keys, there are 2 van keys per vehicle, so you'll notice on the key that it will be labeled key 1 or key 2. And that's really important on this clipboard that you indicate whether you're taking key 1 or key 2. So just make sure you check your van key and note that. If your CCEL van reservation tells you to check out your key at the Tink information desk, you'll come to the Tinkham-Veal University Center to the information desk, which is located right next to the food court, and you'll talk to the person working at the desk and just tell them your name, the organization you're with, and that you're there to sign out a CCEL van key. The person will give you the sign-out sheet. Thank you. And then you'll go ahead and sign out the key, again with very similar information that's on the clipboard, the van key number, the date, your name, the organization, as well as make sure that the person working at the desk initials that for you. In terms of returning your van key, you should always first go to the CCEL office and see if you can return it there. If the CCEL office is closed or there's no staff member present, then again you can come to the information desk, tell them you're here to return a CCEL van key, and they will give you the same sign-out sheet, and you can indicate that you're returning the van key there. So now I'm going to show you where the CCEL vans are parked. They are parked in the parking garage underneath Severance Hall called Lot 29, and be sure to remember that the van should always be returned to that garage after you finish using them when your reservation time says that they should be returned. So you can easily access that parking garage through the Tink, and I'm going to walk here and show you how to get into that parking garage. Food court is here. The entrance to the Tink is here. You'll just turn over this way. And if you head down these stairs, you'll actually be able to go straight into the parking garage. So these doors will lead you directly into the parking garage. And now we're going to show you where the CCEL vans are parked. You'll notice along this line that there hopefully will be a row of vans parked. This is our preferred spot to park the CCEL vans, right here along this line. There's also parking spots available along these two rows, so that would be our second preferred spot for you to park the CCEL van. And finally, if a parking spot is not available in this row or along here, you can always park the van in this section of the garage. But if you do that, it's great for you to notify CCEL staff to let us know, so the next person who uses the van will be able to give them a heads up about where the van is parked. If all of these spaces are full, you can always go down to the second lower level of the garage and park in the same corresponding areas. So now we're in the row where we prefer all of the vans to be parked. And one thing I want to point out is that in this garage, there are these signs that say service vehicle only. Those are spots that are designated for case vehicles, like our CCEL vans, so you can park there. But if one of those spots is not available, you can also park in any of those designated parking spots that I showed you. So now we're here with our CCEL van number 459, our white Honda. So you can tell because the number is right here on the vehicle. And I'm going to show you a few things that are mentioned in the van packet. One of those things is that each van has a mileage binder, which should be right here next to the passenger sheet. And in that mileage binder is the mileage log, which is included in your van packet for you to review, as well as the registration information, the insurance, the automobile incident procedure form, which is also in your van packet for you to review, as well as the CCEL staff contact list that has our emergency contact numbers. It's important to remember that every time you're using the van to complete the mileage log, and then also the little checklist to remind you of a few key things. One of the things that always happens with our CCEL vans is that we get dead batteries, and the main reasons for why are because people leave the lights on either inside the van or outside of the van, or people don't shut the doors completely, and sometimes they stick a little, so it's important to make sure that they're shut completely. So make sure that you and your passengers have all of your lights off and the doors are shut completely. There's a few other things to note here on the checklist as well. One of the things that we always ask is that you look at the fuel tank to see if you have enough gas. If the fuel is at a quarter of a tank or less, make sure you let a CCEL staff member know so that we can refill it. If you're ever in a situation where you're out in the community and you feel like you don't have enough gas to get back to campus, you can fill up the tank with what you need and keep a receipt, and then we will reimburse you. But again, that is for emergency situations only, if you don't feel like you can get back up to campus with the gas that you have. When you get into the van, it's really important that you familiarize yourself with all of the van's features. You can adjust the seats forward or back so you feel comfortable driving. You can make sure you know where the windshield wipers are. A lot of the vans have a back windshield wipe as well. How to turn on the lights. Some of the vans have a knob over here to the left that helps you adjust the lights. And then make sure you're adjusting your mirrors as well. Your driver's mirrors as well as your side mirrors. Most of the vans have electronic adjustments for the side mirrors. Right now we're in the white minivan, where actually you have to adjust those manually, so you may need to ask your passenger to adjust the mirror on your passenger side as well. The air condition, the hazard lights are here as well. And as a reminder, make sure that you turn off all of your lights when you're done, your interior lights as well as your headlights, and make sure your passengers do the same. Each of the vans should also have a parking gate card that'll allow you to get in and out of this garage. The gate card is attached to a lanyard right next to the van steering wheel. So you can see right here is the parking gate card. There are two entrances and exits to this garage. There's one over here, which takes you out to Bellflower, and then there's one over here to my right that will take you out to East Boulevard. So just so you know where the East Boulevard entrance and exit is, and to orient you to this garage, this is the Tink entrance or exit that we just came out of. This is our preferred parking spot for all of the vehicles. And then you would just pull out and come this way to get to the East Boulevard entrance or exit. So this is where you'll swipe your parking gate card to exit the garage. Sometimes you need to swipe and wait a couple seconds before the gate will come up. And again, even if the gate's already up, make sure you stop and swipe your card. There are times that people have issues with the parking gate card because it's not working. If that's the case, if there's a parking attendant available, you can talk to them to ask them to let you out or in. If there's nobody working here, then you can always call the Case Police non-emergency number and choose the option about standard parking, and they can let you out of the garage as well. Always make sure you notify CCEL staff if you've had problems with the parking gate card. You can do that upon your return. You just send an email so that we know to follow up with that. Thank you again for your interest in getting CCEL Van certified. This concludes the information of this video. But just as a couple reminders, make sure you read the van packet for more detailed information about all of our CCEL Van policies. And then after you've read the packet and watched this video, you can complete the van certification form, which will be the final step of your process. The great news is, once you're CCEL Van certified, you're certified for the rest of your time here at CASE, and you can drive for any organization that you're involved with. Also, we want to emphasize that safety is always our #1 priority, so if you have any additional questions about the van or would like to drive a couple times to practice, you can always contact a CCEL staff member. And in addition, if you ever feel uncomfortable driving the van due to weather or other issues, please let us know. There's no penalty for canceling due to those types of issues. We want to make sure that you're always safe. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you at CCEL.